So Gherman is the guide for this tour.
Who remembers Caribbean conflict?
Right, born right after we call it right after the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Cuban, yeah, exactly.
Right.
Caribbean, Cuban, yeah.
And we're heading into another Cuban Missile Crisis.
Absolutely. In a couple of days.
Right, unbelievable.
Mm.
So, but what was it like for you as a child living in the Soviet Union at that time?
But my recordings are positive now, right? At my age, I remember only the positive things, actually. Having a lot of negative points, moments, which were brought by the new formation, okay, by Perestroika and so on and on. So my memories of my recordings are very positive, actually. No individualism, friendship. So the work guaranteed, the healthcare guaranteed, all those things. So education free, but they're quite obvious things, actually, right? So but the atmosphere was different, okay. So and also the relation between people
were different.
Okay, we didn't see the client, We saw, or we considered people as friends or potential friends, but not the client to milk,
Right.
That's the main difference, maybe, right? So now it's changed, totally changed, and I agree about that. So.
Well,
that's what I don't like about today, right? But so there are also positive things today, definitely, right? So we can travel. So I traveled a lot. I lived in Italy for 20 years. I lived in London for 2 years. So, So
I don't know if you're aware of this, but I did some research myself, and I learned that after the Soviet Union ended, the education curriculum changed. But what I found out was it was changed to be more objective. But who wrote the curriculum? It was written by the U.S. State Department.
Exactly.
In other words,
far from the objective.
Far
right?
from objective. Yeah,
Far.
Right.
So the hope was this, okay, to have more objective view on the world, and the possibility to study wherever, in London, in Cambridge, in Oxford, in Harvard, and so on and on, to travel, to see, to know, to absorb, So, and it happened actually, right? But nowadays we can't talk about objectivity or whatever, right? So it's sort of so politically influenced, right? It's so unobjective, actually.
It's
right?
very unobjective.
Very unobjective.
I have the feeling
extremely, I would say,
Right.
we have a risk of the war, actually, because of that,
Right. I have a feeling that we're living behind a double iron curtain. The people in the West are behind at least as much of an iron curtain as the people in Russia.
Exactly. But in terms of information or propaganda, let's say, these days, I think the Western propaganda and so Western filters of information are much, much harder and stronger than Iron Curtain. So,
right, interesting.
Iron Curtain was quite actually firm, right, and protected us. Let's say protected us. But now we have a situation which is opposite, right? Totally opposite. And even more than we expected. More than we could imagine, actually, right? Not expected, could imagine even.
Could not even imagine.
Exactly, could not even imagine.
Could not. Even in the worst dream, nightmare.
Absolutely, yes.
You know,
Agree. Totally agree.
I'll just finish here. There was a very, very popular American comedian named George Carlin, and he did a little segment, and he said, why is it that our education system is no good, our old people are unhealthy, everything is not working? And he says, it's the American dream. You have to be asleep to believe it.
Exactly. Very well.